Evening everybody. This is day 9 of this lockdown madness, and Saturday, I think Saturday, yes. Strange day really, bored shitless, or getting increasingly bored. Saturday is a bad one for me as well, because usually this is football day. Watching the Mighty Whites play. I suppose the plus side is there's no stress involved, and disappointment, or even elation, but with all that comes a bit of stress. So there's that, I suppose, but I do miss it. And we also do kids football, so that's all been finished for the season now. So just in case you didn't know, I do part coach with two other guys, Rob and Neil, so big shout out to those two guys. Under 17s team, and I must admit, I'm missing the cocky hormone little shits, and players as well, the lads. I'm missing the lads as well, to be honest. So yeah, it's dragging a bit. Slight update to what I was going to talk about is that things are getting that bad in this house now. My wife is actually sat on the sofa with one of the cats, the remaining 2 live cats, watching cat TV, which is effectively birds squawking and landing on a chimney pot on repeat. She's been doing that for well over an hour now. So last night was a first for me. I had 2 nights out in the house. So the first one we had gin club with some rather refined couples on Skype. So there was 6 of us in that. Very nice. That was about 6:15 till 8 o'clock, I think. 6:15 till 8. A few gin and tonics and stuff. That was very nice, and a bit of a laugh actually, a bit different, but nice to see some familiar faces. Big shout out to Norris and Doreen. And then from 8 until 12:30 I had a group WhatsApp drinking session with 2 old friends. Not they're particularly old, but you sort of get the drift. That was 8 till 12:30. I did tell her I came upstairs at midnight, but she was wise to that. She was waiting for me, so no change there from the real nights out. So I made a couple of quick points in case you're thinking of doing it yourself, which some pluses and minuses, what you might think of having your own in-house drinking session. So the plus points were I didn't have to buy a round, no delay in getting served either, because I just set my little beer station, or my internet station, next to the drinks fridge. I'm pointing to it now, next to the drinks fridge. So I didn't have to wait, I just had to open the door, reach for it and get another one in, so it was good. The bad points really were the obvious time delay in the live stream seemed to affect my usually sharp-witted jokes, or they certainly weren't laughing like I was hoping, so I'm assuming that's just the time delay, not the quality of the jokes. Second bad point actually was my wife wouldn't make me a kebab or come and pick me up from downstairs when I phoned her in bed at 12 o'clock to wake her up. She doesn't do that when I'm out either, to be fair, but it was worth a try. One thing I would change or add to it, potentially, I would actually invite a taxi driver to come on Skype at the end of the night, just so I can sort of, sit with him and ask him how busy he's been, and let him know that, we're not all Islamophobic and all that sort of stuff, and just tell him what a great guy he is and stuff, just to end the night off like a usual night out. Just a quick shout out, by the way, excuse me, a quick shout out to a pal and his wife, excuse me, Terry and Lorraine. They normally like to have a glass or two most evenings, but just over a week ago they volunteered to be volunteers for the NHS to do whatever's needed, to go driving and delivering or whatever. But as part of that, it's a big commitment, because as part of that, they're permanently on call, so they've not had a drink for about a week, whilst he'd been on call. So it's a good commitment to him. And let me tell you, Terry giving up lager is a bit like a squirrel giving up hazelnuts. But I must admit, only a minute or so ago, I did get a message on one of the group chats to say that the squirrel actually is now in possession of hazelnuts again. So looks like he's going for a good night tonight. So very quickly, I just knocked this. I've been so bored today. I wasn't going to bother with a poem because I've got a sermon planned for tomorrow. It being Sunday, and the time's running out. I'm up to 5.5 minutes now, which is long. And I'm sure you're fed up with all this shit. But listen, here's a quick poem I've just written now, dedicated to a bit of boredom. Here we go. For me, it's been 8 long days sat just here inside, only venturing out occasionally for a sneaky bike ride. 4 walls closing in, and the ceiling as well. It's boredom central here in lockdown hell. It's like watching paint dry day after day, pacing the rooms as a clock ticks away. I've done the jet washing, painting, and other long-standing tasks, and I've been pretty compliant each time my wife asks. But the problem we've got is there's no real end in sight, and I know it's a fact that we're all in this plight, but it don't make it easy. It's still crap all the same. I've got to be honest, I'm pretty bored of this game. I've written poems, done blogs, even cooking videos, and I've spent many an hour just picking my nose. So please, Mr. Virus, stop killing our folk. And with our country on lockdown, it's no bloody joke. So I'll raise my bottle to all the poor people suffering, because my biggest worry right now is the internet buffering. I can put things in perspective, and I'm realistic as well. But please will somebody just get me out of this boredom hell. Happy Saturday, guys. Cheers.